This anime is the gayest non-gay anime that I have ever seen. This anime is the equivalent of your friend constantly saying the most gayest shit and forgetting to say at the end, pause. And you're thinking to yourself, is my bro gay? Is he sending signals? Does he want me to figure it out myself or something like that? Because that's the same thing that's happening throughout this entire anime. Because let's start with the title. The title, Captivated by You, you think to yourself, okay, this by the title, you're thinking to yourself romance, because I always go towards each anime as blind as possible. Sometimes I cannot resist and watch accidentally on YouTube scrolling around a trailer or something, but the most of the time I go completely blind. And Captivated by You, the title, I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be a gay romance. Then I saw the first episode and I thought to myself, okay, this is definitely a gay romance because throughout the entirety of the first episode is extremely gay. You have one of the main characters, Yuichi, who is tired. He's completely tired of the whole masculine energy of the old boys school, just a complete sausage party, and he wants a little bit of more cuteness or femininity in his life. Where here comes our other main character, Hayashi, who each time the two of them meet each other, Hayashi always go, "Oh, do you think I'm cute? Do you think I'm cute? Do you think I'm cute?" And throughout the episode, the camera angles, the coloring, it's just very suggestive that this is going to become a gay romance. And even by the end of the first episode, where Juichi meets Hayashi in a panda costume, and when they are parting ways, Yuichi is thinking to himself, "Oh, that very cute," and going, "Oh, no, 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 the panda costume is cute. Yuichi Hayashi is not the cute one; it's the panda costume." And I'm thinking, okay, this is a gay romance anime. I'm going to continue watching. I am romance in my favorite genre of anime. I have no problem. I was definitely going to continue watching it. And then it completely changes the script because then in the second episode, you are introduced to a girl that is a Hayashi's pen pal and they become friends in person. Then the third story, we have another main character who wants to thinks thought to himself, oh, Hayashi is going to be my new muse. I'm going to do a painting of him and submit it to a painting contest. Then another story about bullying. Not the worst that I have seen in anime, but still bullying is still bullying. It's not okay. Then another story with another completely different characters, and I think it took place in a completely different school. So before that last story, Hayashi was involved in each story in one way or another, some more involved than others. So by the way that the episode were going, I thought to myself, okay, every single episode we're going to introduce a new character, and Hayashi is going to be involved in some way or another in every single story. But then you go towards the last story, and Hayashi was nowhere to be found, and the structure of this anime is just the daily high school life and story of different characters. There's no cohesion or anything like that. So it to me just confusing. To me, but necessarily a waste of time because this anime is quite short. It's only 5 episodes, and I check it's a manga adaptation, and the manga only has 7 chapters. And I'm not saying that short stories don't deserve to be adapted into anime form because there's a lot, and I do mean a lot of anime that are only very few chapters long, and and I wish that some of those do get adapted. It doesn't matter if it's six, seven, eight, nine, even 4 episodes. Hey, the anime that released recently, well, last year, Taco Bell's original sin. I think that that was only 8 episodes, no, 6 episodes. Sorry. So short stories deserve to be animated, but this was not one of those. There's a lot of better ones that deserve that treatment. This is not one of those. So I'm just going to give now this anime a score of 5, a 5 out of 10. Usually, this type of anime I would rate it lower, like a 4 or maybe even a 3. But because this was only, again, 5 episodes and it did not overstay its welcome, it wasn't. It was disappointing that the structure wasn't going to the way that I thought it was going to be, not being romance or well being gay and not gay at the same time. But it is what it is. So have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're from. See you next video.